Wow, so many robots. That effect is so great. And that's just 2 mirrors. What? What? It's amazing. Hey, how's it going? So today I figured we would do a little bit different of a format compared to what I've done in the channel before. And I thought we would react to a music video that just came out from OK Go, and it's called Love. It just came out recently. It's a format that I really enjoy. And basically my idea is to, every now and then we'll look at different music videos or commercials, and I'll try and give you the secrets on how they did it, and we'll try and figure it out together. I haven't actually watched that video before. So yeah, the idea is to kind of give you the perspective of a filmmaker and kind of try and figure out how they did or did not do something. To give you a little bit of background, if you're new to the channel, I am Benoit Fink. I'm a professional drone pilot. I have been doing this for the last 7 years, and before that I was a creative in advertising. So I've got a little bit of experience when it comes to filmmaking, and I thought it would be kind of a cool thing to do, just chill and kind of have a look at some music videos. So that's what we're doing today. Without further ado, let's have a look at this one. All right, and all right. So first of all, they're using a Moco, as you can see. Alright. Alright, first thing you can see is that they're using a lot of these little robots. So these robots are called motion control robots. And they're using them, and they can program them to do exactly the same thing over and over. It looks like they're carrying some mirrors. Let's have a look. What? Okay. Alright. Okay, so very tricky move here because you can see he's in the middle of it. He has to be very precise because these robots have been programmed to do exactly one motion, and they don't care if there's a human or not. Well, they can be programmed for a little bit of extra safety, but basically he has to be exactly on that point, otherwise it won't work. Moving forward. As you can see here, there's a little bit of a dolly. So a dolly is a rail track basically that they use on movie sets. We can see that we have one here. So I'm guessing we're going to be moving forward over and over in that little set that we've got. We can also kind of cheat and see the people pushing it and everything here on that using those mirrors. That's kind of interesting actually. All right, let's keep going. All right, real close up. Okay, and ooh, yeah, again we see it a little bit more. So we can see on that one he's holding on to the dolly that they have. The camera's on top here. It looks like it's on the gimbal, and yeah, that way they can just go down. All right, let's see. Wow, that effect is so great, and that's just 2 mirrors. That's just fantastic. It looks so cool. All right, oh, reveal of a second character. All right. Okay, we're playing around with the mirrors again. That's just 2 mirrors. It's amazing. All right, so by that time, the other guy has moved out and went to the other mirror kind of setup. Again, robots. Nice. That's all practical. So that's like, there's no CG here. They just did that. Again, so many robots. So you can see they're moving it, and they have to be placed perfectly so that it works. This is really cool. Okay, peering in and out. And they're using it as an illusion. They're actually opening up the mirrors. This is great. Okay. Ooh. What? Wait. What? So they were on a dolly. Wait. So something happened here. I think they're spinning around. Yeah, they might be moving, or they rotate it. Oh, they went back. Okay. Whoop. And then they're out. Okay, so the robots were here, which means that I guess they kind of went forward and then up, and then they turned without us really seeing it. So maybe the mirrors, as they moved, the mirrors were kind of moving with us. And then that way they can reveal back out. This is really cool. Alright. Nice. Again, these guys have to be perfectly positioned at the right spot so that the mirrors get reveal. Alright, this is so cool. Oh yeah. We can see the camera. Okay, now they wrap the camera in mirrors so that only the lens is out. This is really cool. Wow. So yeah, I mean, mirror on mirror, so creates this effect. This is really cool. Alright. Okay, now reveal out. Yeah, that's cool. Again, that's just 3 mirrors. Back out. Looks so cool. Another interesting bit, I think, is that they moved to a different setup. So maybe now they're actually handheld, or it might be something like the Ronin 4D, which is a little camera with like a chicken head on top. It was used very successfully recently on the show, the Netflix show Adolescence. And yeah, that might be how they switch to that section here. Let's see if we see it later on. Alright, now they're rigging up on something, I feel. Alright. More robots. Okay, now they're locking him in to this set. Oh no, wait. We can see the camera here. So it looks like it's not just a Ronin 4D, it's actually just a guy with like a gimbal of some kind. I'm not sure exactly which camera it is. But yeah, this is really cool. Again, moving mirrors. Reveal, moving up. Oh, and turns out it was all robots, even to move the mirrors. By the way, these robots are really interesting. They use quite a lot for filmmaking these days. I have my friends from Cinemotions that are specialists for exactly that kind of robot. Usually it's used to move a camera. And the great thing with it is that it's repeatable to the millimeter, how many times you like. And you can just do exactly the same thing over and over again. And it's just a great filmmaking tool that comes with a lot of limitations. It needs a lot of prep. But yeah, and these are literally just robots that they plucked out of factories, building cars and things like that. And they just kind of found this new way of using them, which is super exciting. I really like it. All right, big reveal. Boom, 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 boom. A little shaky on the thing, but hey. I mean, it's a one take as well. Wow. That was so cool. No, that was really cool. Alright, all the crew comes out. We've got the BTS. Oh, you see, we've got that little exoskeleton thing. Awesome. Wow. What a good video to start this series. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better video. Thank you to my wife for recommending it to me. OKGo has always been super awesome in everything that they do when it comes to music videos. They're almost more famous for music videos than they are for their music somehow. I remember a bunch of them that they did, and I invite you to have a look at everything they do, because every time they're pushing the limit in terms of creativity, and they've been doing it for, I want to say, almost 10 years. It's really, really cool. And again, some really interesting effects. So yeah, as we've seen, like loads of use of mirrors, loads of use of motion control, some also called mocos. So these little robots, they use so many of them. That's like a crazy budget to have so many, because each of these robots costs around $100,000 to $200,000. So yeah, that's a huge setup. But yeah, I mean, really cool. All done in one take as well. I love that. And it's just, so it's interesting because it's a lot of low tech kind of effects and practical things. And at the same time, they're also using a lot of actual effects of actual real groundbreaking technology like the motion control. So it's very inexpensive in a way because they're just using mirrors and doing it practically. But at the same time, they're also using all these expensive rigs. So yeah, I mean, it's a very, very cool and interesting way of shooting something. And that music video is very creative. I'm so glad we started with this. So yeah, I mean, this is a little bit away from the usual kind of drone talking that I usually do. But if you like that, let me know. I will try and do a lot more of these because I like that kind of content. And yeah, so if you enjoyed it, let me know. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.